Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to Season 4, Episode number 3. And we are looking at the beginning of all the Gospels, and specifically today, the Gospel of John. Yesterday we did the first 5 verses. We're going to start at verse 6 today. It's going to introduce John the Baptist, and then it's going to come back to Jesus and our relationship with Jesus. And frankly, it's not a lot of good news. So here we go. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. This is John chapter 1, verse 6. He came as a witness to bear witness about the light, that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own people did not receive him. And that's it for today. So let's look at John for a second, John the Baptist. Not the writer of the Gospel of John, because John the Baptist, this guy gets his head cut off. Verse 6, there was a man sent from God whose name was John. So we get a messenger. So we find out a couple of different things from him. First of all, that he's a man. So he is a created being. Secondly, that he's sent from God. So he's not like what could be the messenger, a cherubim or an angel or some sort of a heavenly creature. It's not that. He sends people to people. So not other races or other types of creation. He doesn't send us, polar bears to witness to us. He sends men. So he's got a name. He's a specific person, just like him and all the various prophets. And I was actually thinking about my pastor this morning in appreciation, this is the way God does it. He sends people as well as himself. And he is a man of which we know. It's almost like this eat local. So the prophets have names, and they're very specific people. They're known to us. Our pastors are known to us. The people that deliver the message to us are generally known to us because the message is delivered to our hearts locally, or maybe via podcast, hopefully. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? And then John is compared, or really not really compared. He's just contrasted with the Lord. Now remember yesterday, John introduced Jesus as this eternal, pre-existing Godhead who has done creation and is the creator. He is a member of the Trinity, and he invents stuff, physical things, and then he puts on top of it life. And then he's introduced as this epic light fighting the darkness, and the darkness trying to overcome him but not being overcome by the darkness. So who's going to witness to this great big God? Well, it's John. It's interesting. So John is of the created stuff. So he is a created being, and he walks around because he has life. So he has the created stuff, and he also has the created life. And then we have a job. So he has authority that is given to him and a task that's given to him, which is appropriate. God should be able to do that. So he's not in charge. So John is just small. So why is he here? Verse 7, he came as a witness to bear witness about the light. Why? That all might believe. So there you go. And then verse 8 is the contrast. It says that he, John, was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. So John, as great as he is, and my goodness, you're going to want to buy this guy lunch in heaven. He's just a pointer to the true light. So here's verse 9, the true light. Verse 9, the true light which enlightens everyone was coming into the world. What hit me about that is it enlightens everyone. this descent of the Lord. It's called kenosis, where he becomes fully man for the benefit of everyone. He says he enlightens everyone. So I don't know if this light is spilling over just with general revelation as I look at my beautiful sunrise this morning, or if this is the proclaimed revelation of himself specifically. And it tells us the order that he was coming. So John comes first, and then he's kind of preparing the way. Get ready. Get cleaned up. Spare no expense. Have respect of the office when he comes. All right, verse 10. So this is back to Jesus now. He was in the world, and the world was made through him. So isn't that the truth? The world was made through him. I did this. I did you. I made the world. I made you. I did all of this stuff. And just imagine, here's the bad news now. Yet the world did not know him. Imagine the irony of being a created being, saying to the creator of yourself, the creator being, hey, you didn't create me, when actually he did. And then just imagine the irony of being imbued with this life and saying to the giver of life, hey, you didn't give me life. And that's what happens. And yet, that's the worst word in the whole thing. Yet the world did not know him, even despite all these evidences. And finally, verse 11. He came to his own people. And again, here's more bad news. His own people did not receive him. Those who owe him ownership and allegiance because of their created status and their life-imbued status, they didn't receive him. So I was offended this morning, shocked. This is just not right. It's almost incredulous, where you get this order of created life and being, and then the creation says, no, that's not for me. No, I don't believe. So stick around. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. Tomorrow I'm going to share with you the verse which follows John 1:12, which was the verse that single-handedly brought me into the kingdom. I look forward to being with you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening.